Hello everyone, this is the lesson number 4 wire wrapping from Serena, and today we're going to make a lovely connector for the asymmetrical necklace. We have a big bead, a drill bead from the center, and the hole must be big enough to put the wire around 1 millimeter size. So for the thick wire, so be careful about, so when you will choose the bead for your design, just check up about the drilled hole. Is it big enough to use the wire this size? Also, I will use 0.75 wire, also copper. So not a big piece, just stretch it a bit with my hands to make it straight. And for winding, I will use as usual 0.4 thin wire. So now that's what we're gonna do. Like this, not big piece, and just we put them across each other and turning around the thin wire around thick one. 1 or 2 times just to fix it and to make a cross shape for the construction. Use the pliers to fix the knot I made, just to fix it on the thick wire to make it not movable. So here we are. So we have like a cross. And this is the basic of our frame for the bead. The frame will consist of 2 parts, and now we're making the first part by making a round shape around the bead, something like a frame around. But I also will add something just to fix the bead in the center, so it will be not movable. I will make it here. It will be like a holders for the bead, and I will show you now how to make them, which is very comfortable and simple for beginners. And remember this style because we will use it after all when I will show you how to fix the caps, so the stones without hole. So just now, for sure my cam is not in the good position and it's sliding sometimes, so just I made this corner, something like a corner, but I'm not using the sharp tools, I'm using my fingers. Because when you make like these curls with your fingers, it's really correctable. If you're using the tools and you make corners in wire, it will be very difficult to change something, and the work will be not neat, not tidy, scratched. So you see, I made the first one, the first holder, and it goes to the face part of the bead, and the second one is longer, twice longer, and the one part will go to the back side, and the third one, maybe I will make it 2 ones because my bead is not big. Well, it's up to you. If you have bigger bead or maybe oval long bead, you will make 4 holders. No, I'll definitely make 3 ones, I think so. So I will straighten my wire. So that's what I was talking about. So if you use the tools, straightening the wire is really problematic. So So I will make 3 holders. So you see the first one comes to the front side. Second one is very long, so it can easily hold the back side as well. And the third one will be, I guess, for the front. Well, it's up to me, but I decided to make 2 holders on the face side of the bead. Well, it doesn't matter, but just it depends on how I want the bead to look like. So you see the shape I made. Nothing special, honestly, rather simple. Just try to make those holders look symmetrical. So you see now what I mean. The corners from the both sides must be on the ribe of the bead, so in the middle. So now I need to fix this part, and I will spin it around the thick wire, but first I will make a curls because this is connector and I'm going to use them to fix the threads and to add some beads on. I didn't translate those lessons to English language, but I already had the lesson about creating the different shapes of necklaces, and I already shown to my Russian visitors the asymmetrical necklace with the connector from the side. And now I'm going to use this bead to create connector for this kind of necklace, and next lesson we will collect it all together using different beads and this connector, which I'm going to patinate. I didn't yet decide which color it will be, so I made a curl, and now just I'm turning the thin wire around the thick one just for fixation. Sorry about the video, just the other part of the bead I will show you better, so just stay on video. But the look is very simple. I made just the one curl and then just turn the tail of the wire around the thick one. That's everything I did, and nothing special. And now I need to do the same thing from the other side. So you see the shape and this curl. So the only difficulty in all symmetrical work that you have to be patient when you are making the opposite side, so it must be the same. So I cut off the extra length of my wire and make a curl. So that's what I have, and now I need to do the same job. So very careful about making holders. They must be absolutely from opposite side, have the same shape, the same length. So holding it by the tool a little bit. If my corner is too round, just use it gently, don't scratch it. Now I use my fingers to make the first holder. It comes to the front side, as you see. Now the second one will be long, twice longer than the first one. So like that. use your fingers to give it the right shape. It's not possible to make 100% symmetrical look. Just try to do your best. Copper is very naughty material, by the way. Sometimes you're making the picture just on the paper to create the design, and when you start making it with the wire, just it doesn't want to go this way, and sometimes the final design looks totally different from something you draw on the paper. Copper has its own characters, its own it's like live metal, so maybe that's why I like working, so it's unpredictable. You never know how you're gonna finish the design, and sometimes I like unpredictable things in my job. So just I make a loop here, trying to make it the same shape, and I will fix it in the same way. Just turn it around, not over the other wire. I put it a bit down because I have a space there. If you don't have, just pull it up a little bit, but don't cover the wire you already used. It won't look tidy then. So now I will do it. Just put it down under the spiral I made from the opposite wire, and just make some loops and cut off the rest, and we are gonna to be ready for the next stage of our design. Okay, this job takes a little bit longer. Just I'm trying to organize the wires around and make them straight and symmetrical. And now I need to cut them off. So it took a little bit longer time than I was expected. So this is very simple design, very nice for beginners. This stage actually could be the final one for those of you who don't want to improve like me this design. So you can use it like that, why not? So just cutting them off and fix with the pliers, avoiding the sharp ends. Making very simple, but takes a little bit time, so be patient. So this is the last piece, and now we are going to make the curl from the top. So You see the both loops which will be used to connect the threads and the beads as well. And now look at the holders. Just trying to organize them so they will look the same. I'm doing it many times, but with very short and quick actions. Just sliding them from one side to other. Just use the pliers very gently to not scratch them. That's fine. So finally the frame is ready, and now I'm using the tool just to polish it a bit. I have no idea where you're gonna get like this in your country. In my country, unfortunately, it's not able in the store, just only in the old markets where people sell it the second-hand stuffs like tools and metallical stuffs like this one. So it looks like nail polishing, very gentle surface with a small like it's not clear, it's something like nail polish, very gently polishing wires of surfaces. So but I have it, but I prefer to not scratch it from the beginning, because whatever tool you have, it's not possible to make it as new if you scratched it already. So now you see what I'm doing. Just I'm using the holders and moving them to the back side of the bead. When you're doing that, just other fingers from the other hand, hold strongly the old construction so it will stay on the same place, so it's not moving. Hold it very strongly, because when you start pulling this holder down, you can disform the construction itself. After you made it, it will be not movable at all. So bead is strongly fixed. It's not moving, it's not sliding from the left side to the right side. And we are absolutely ready to come to the other stage, because I want to improve my style a little bit. But you can stop on this one and just use it, because you already make 3 loops from the one side and the 1 loop from the opposite side, so it will be nice connector for the thin necklace with the 3 threads with the small beads, for example. But I want something more, because I'm thinking now about something big and precious and bright with the big flat beads, for example, maybe from mother of pearl or something. I didn't decide yet, but next lesson we'll make it together. So now I made a loop, and now you see what we have. Now the most interesting thing starts. I'm gonna add some wires from both sides, and I'm gonna make some winding, and that's what I'm going to show you, because the winding we used to make before is a little bit different. The style is the same, but the difference is that before that we were making winding on the straight wires and comfortably holding them in our hands, but now we'll make a winding on the stone, on prepared shape, on prepared frame, which is much more difficult and uncomfortable. So Now we will start with the wire the same thickness, 0.75, and I will make a loop. So now we will make around another frame, and my connector will become bigger for bigger designs. Great. And will be good for 3-lined necklace with the big beads or 5-lined with the small beads. So here we are. Using our fingers, let's make round shape around the bead. Sorry about that, I'm not cutting my videos properly. I've shown you all the process. First of all, I want you to see how long does it take. Secondly, I want to show you all the details and all the mistakes you can have and all the difficulties you can have, which is not possible in the videos, which is 2 or 3 minutes, where the video is cut and just the basic stuffs shown. So maybe my video takes a bit longer time, but you will see everything. If you want to make it shorter, you just can make it shorter yourself. Just watch the parts which you need. If you already have experience and if you don't want to see all the process. So that's the frame we need. It must be placed directly next to the frame we already made, but have a little bit space between them just for winding. The frame will be thin, because if I will make it too thick, actually it will be too massive and too big connector for any kind of necklace, even for the big one. And also I will make another frame the same size for the opposite side. So, and my loops should be the same look. I love these kind of necklaces. First of all, I love asymmetry, and secondly, when I make such a necklace, generally I'm mixing lots of colors, 2-3 colors, bright colors, and my customers love them. When the summer comes, before vacation, ladies are buying this kind of necklaces, especially for 2-color clothes, like lovely dress, a red and white dress, for example. There are so many gorgeous color matchings, like yellow and blue, white and red, white and blue, black and white. There are millions of them, and just so many designs to make, so many beads, and looks very stylish when, especially not the dress, but when the lady has shoes and bag, 2 colors, 1 color dress and 2 color necklace. It looks gorgeous and very stylish, especially if you have, for example, pink and blue shoes and pink and blue bag, like a leisure bag or something. Just you put the bluish dress and bluish and pinkish necklace, you will look really stylish. So that's what I make. Very simple shape. So just watch them to be symmetrical and absolutely the same from both sides. First I will make the first one, and everything I need now is to take the thin wire and fix it from the beginning, from the top, and then keep on winding 2 by 2. I mean 2 loops on the one wire and 2 loops connecting them together. I already shown you all the process last lessons, so I don't see the sense to repeat it again, but I think so you will know what I mean, and you will see it on the final photo, everything very closely. What exactly I made, if you didn't see in all details on the video. So now let me take the thin wire and we start on winding. So this is the ordinary, simplest winding, nothing new for you. Just the only new thing is that we're gonna make it on the ready design, and the first time you will feel that it's very difficult. First few segments, and then you will realize that it's not too hard as it seemed to be. So first, using the few loops around just to fix those crafts together, those two things. If you will do it untidy, you can remake it in the end, but just now we will need to fix them in one plane in the right position as we need, and just to hold them together, and just turning the thin wire around for fixation, and then keep on winding. So about design, these asymmetrical necklaces generally are very popular. I cannot say exactly about your country, but in mine ladies really love them, and sometimes ordering me special colors for their special accessories or dresses. And there are so many gorgeous stones to mix different textures and different colors, different price. You can use something cheaper like agate or jade, and the necklace will be gorgeous and colorist, but you can also suggest something more expensive, more delicate. But anyway, in this kind of shape of necklace it will look brilliant and unusual, you know. If you add it like a set with the earring, and hopefully if I've got some more time I will make earrings for this necklace after we will combine it all together with beads. I will make a necklace from the small cabs and show you how to use the glue and the wire. Sometimes it's possible, especially if you have a thin wire like 0.75. You can make the ear hooks, you can make the also not just like a hook. You can make like ear locks yourself and put the cap with some glue on it, which is also used gorgeous, and you can make some small loops down there and link as many beads as you want. Looks very, very interesting. If you have a good glue for stones or ceramical stuffs, it's very strong connection, and I like wearing like these earrings. I will definitely show them to you next time. I like sets more because it's very difficult if the customer buys, for example, red and green jewelry, like a necklace. It's very difficult to find the same colors earrings. It's untypical color mixing, so that's why generally I suggest the complete set. So now keep on winding. Just for a few segments, because I'm not going to cover everything with the wire like that. Just I will move until the first holder, because after all there will be no frame anymore, it will be only one part of the frame, and just I will cover the top of the frame with wire and move to the other side and keep on winding them. And I will do the same thing from the other side of the bead. Looks very simple, looks very primitive design, but if you just think about how many minutes I'm already doing that, it doesn't seem to be so easy and so primitive. So the meaning of this lesson is to show you the holders for the drill bead, and not just only for a drill bead, these holders I mean, and winding on the prepared frame, because it's absolutely feels different when you're making it like me now, much more hard. And on this stage, beginners pulling the wire very strongly, often damaging the frame or not pulling enough hard, and the wire is not getting flat from the back side. So if you turn your jewelry to the back side, it doesn't look neat and tidy. The segments look disformed and not professional. Just you better make it slowly but properly. So in the end I will show it to you closely, so you will see. And now just keep on going up till the first holder, trying to do it quick as possible, but so this is the most primitive winding. Now we're not going to move to the other kinds of winding, because this is not the only kind of wrapping. So I'm just showing you now the best designs for beginners, so more improved styles are in the future. I was thinking about the tutorials from A to Z for beginners, but in wire wrap is very difficult. It's much more difficult than just making jewelry from the thread and beads. It's rather hard to organize the classes from simple to hard, but just I'm trying to do my best to make it a little bit more organized. And also I like mixed designs. So now you see the frame is finished, and just I'm spinning the wire around the frame, just looping it and wrapping it, just to move to the other side of the frame, and keep on doing the same job up till the big curl in the opposite side of the bead. So it's rather quick, but the connector is not too much big. So If for you my videos are too long, just move it to the end to see the results. If you already realized everything I wanted to say, if you memorized everything I did, if you don't need my explaining, so just look at the final pictures. When I was starting the wire wrapping, I was so much missing the videos like mine now, where people talk a lot, explaining each detail, showing absolutely all the process. Most of the videos are, first of all, paid videos, they're not for free, and secondly they're very quick, like 2-3 minutes, with minimum explainings or without a voice at all. So that's why I'm making my one in the way I like myself. So that's it. Now just I keep on winding up till the big curl. And that's what I want to do. I want to connect both curls together. Why? Because when you are connecting small details of the jewelry, you make the whole construction harder, and as well we will link a lots of weight on that curls. We will use them to link the thread with maybe heavy beads, and the copper is very soft metal, and I'm afraid that too much soft for a heavy weight. And when I will connect them together by few loops around, the construction will become very hard and rock hard and very strong, and I could add lots of beads on that connector. Maybe you noticed when you make lots of curls on the surface of the bead, and when you connecting them together with the thin wire, the frame becomes rough and strong and looks properly. So it's not moving, it's really feels rough. So that's why I'm connecting those curls together, just to add some metal between them and make my small construction useful for any kind of necklace, any weight of necklace. So here we are. Now just fix the thread itself and move to the opposite side of the frame. Okay, here we are. The half of the job is ready. So you see now how it looks like, and now I need to do the same from opposite and make curls of the same shape, the same form. This is very important for the symmetrical jewelry. So this process is a little bit needs some patience and attention, because I'm not I don't like to correct the shape and form after the necklace is done. So when you already make the design, to correct it is very difficult. So that's why I'm trying to do that from the beginning and make same look curls. And the winding process is absolutely the same, so I won't show you this one. So you see how from the very simple bead you can make a very lovely thing. Also you can use it as a pendant, why not? You can use it as the central pendant with the necklace. So the one curl will go down and the 3 loops will look up, and you will just link beads and make a ordinary necklace with the pendant. But I prefer them to use from the one side and make a symmetrical big necklace. I will a little bit change the shape of my curl. Sometimes you make the same job from the opposite side, but when you start making it, it looks different. Who knows why? I told you that the copper is unpredictable. So we'll slowly, step by step, no hurry, and be a bit patient about. Especially those of you who like drawing before making design. Especially when your customers give you a picture and just says make it the same as in a picture. No, with the copper is oftenly not possible. So just explain it to your customer from the beginning that you cannot give 100% guarantee that the final design will confirm the starting picture. So that's how it will look like. Now you will see the result. So we are ready. So that's the winded parts. I'm using like this tool. This is the some silicone addings in this in the middle. Very comfortable and never scratching the metal. Generally I'm using those pliers to correct the shape of the frames of my beads, the winding parts and some curls, just to make them flat. Generally for rings I'm using them just to make the flat surface on the winded parts. So it's a little bit corrections, and the connector is ready. The only thing I need is to patinate it. I'm not sure about the color. Maybe I will patinate it in around the hour, something like that, in the ammonium, just to make the color similar to the antique bronze tones, just a little bit brownish, because I think so my necklace will be in golden and antique bronze color. That's why I like copper. If I will keep it in the ammonium for a long time, it will become dark brown. Then I will polish it and become pinkish. like gold, and if I keep it for a short time it will become just brownish color, very close to the antique bronze crafts which we buy in China. So I think so that's what I'm going to do. So you see how strong it looks, like the bead is not moving, fixed. It looks lovely from the front and from the back side. So I'm just pulling it and my curls are not moving, so it means that the weight of my necklace can be any weight I want, even the heaviest beads I can link here. So finally we successed and we made all the job together. Give me some thumbs up if it's not difficult for you. So this is with the wire wrapping lesson from Serena, and we will see each other next time. We will collect the big necklace from using this small connector. Okay, see you then. Cheers.